Innovative and intuitive leadership comes in many forms. To be an effective leader, your team or followers must have trust, not only in you, but in your direction and abilities. Now, leadership traits, on the one hand, can be tangible qualities such as emotional intelligence, intuition, or creativity. On the other side, it may involve more tangible traits such as technical proficiency or professional aptitude. Now, one such leadership skill that I admittedly have been challenged with at times is organizational discipline. Now, this may come across as two separate traits, but for me, and in this sense, they go hand in hand. You see, I lack consistency at times in the area of complete execution. I tend to address or excel at addressing the big items first, and I lack effectiveness at addressing the smaller items as they come. Often this occurs to the detriment of efficiency, budgetary goals, sometimes deadlines, and or self-inflicted last-minute stress. Now, leadership is multifaceted and multidimensional. It's one thing to be able to provide vision and to inspire. However, another equally important piece to this leadership puzzle is the aptitude to bring a plan or vision to fruition with the utmost of proficiency and adeptness. Thus, for me, balance is not only crucial, it's essential. And it's one of the most important and undervalued leadership traits. And it's the primary basis for my goal to become more balanced by mitigating my weakness in the area of organizational discipline. Having said that, I have two opportunities approaching where their mere occurrence falls within 3 days of the other. See, my son is on a baseball traveling team. The head coach will be out of town for an upcoming tournament, so I'll serve as the head coach. And by the way, it happens to be the biggest tournament of the year. So there's an intense tournament and team planning preparation effort involved. The second event involves the preparation and delivery of a newly revised corporate engineering seminar. Now, I serve as a team lead, so it's needless to say that the stress factor can potentially be off the charts. But I always say never a problem, always an opportunity. Thus, these two significant events present excellent opportunities to develop, deploy, and apply more efficient organizational tools. Now, the military teaches the concept of backward planning, and many new engineers are now being taught the concept of backward design. Well, either way, both ideologies center around the concept of starting with the end goal in mind, which for me is a vital step one. The second step is to identify moving backwards, of course, all the key tasks, milestones, and events required to take place prior to the end event. It requires a higher degree of forethought and a little bit more brainstorming before just arbitrarily completing a task list. Step two is manifested in the form of a chronological timeline and checklist, so it'll allow me to check off in writing my progress on a daily and weekly basis. It will serve as a written daily reminder of any deviations from my plan. Now, the more difficult piece is staying disciplined with the process. As you know, it's a function of sustained habit. Therefore, part of my plan includes a weekly self-assessment to serve as an ongoing discipline log of how I'm navigating the upcoming pieces of the plan. Leaders are highly accountable for the success or failures of any organization. I am no different. Therefore, I will share this plan, and more importantly, its progress with others who will hold me accountable. In this case, it's the other coaches or the other members of the seminar development team. Their regular feedback will serve as a third intangible gauge of my progress in this area. So now the last piece of this process is to define success. Now, I submit that completing both events to the letter of the plan while addressing all tasks ahead of schedule clearly indicates one measure of success. However, there's a second yardstick that consists of an after-event critique with a quantified assessment of the plan and any remaining items. It's an effort to drill down on any minor or major gaps. I also offered that the magnitude of the plan's success will also be reflected in the team's performance and the success of the seminar. Last but not least, there's yet one other intangible measure of success. It's what I refer to as the stress factor. It goes as such. If I'm stressed, not nervous, but stressed at least 24 hours prior to the event because of uncompleted tasks or last-minute work, I will bluntly be reassured that there is still much room for improvement in this leadership area. So there you have it, a leadership skill that I need to develop in, why I believe it's important, some of the plans and tools I plan to employ, and what I consider to be intangible and tangible measures of success. I'm Mike Washington, and I look forward to working with you. Have a good day.